It's time for transplanting part 2. Last time, we prepared soil and made labels for our plants to be transplanted. We also learned that transplanting is moving a plant from one home to a new home. This might be a new pot, or it might be into the soil. The reason we need to transplant is because the plants had outgrown their original home. We're putting them into a new home so they can spread out their roots and become stronger. Pepper plants need to spend quite a bit of time indoors or in a greenhouse where it's warm. So we take them from their small pots into larger pots so they can grow very strong before we bring them outside. Some fruits and vegetables we grow can be put directly in the garden, but peppers need to spend a little bit more time growing inside. We're going to learn the steps of taking our peppers from a small cell into 4-inch pots. You probably remember that I took all the soil and measured it out to make sure I had enough soil for all of my new pots. I then went ahead and dumped it all back into a bucket so I could use it for transplanting. All right, let's get started. Step number 1, take some soil and put it into the new pot that you're going to transplant into. Next, you're going to gently remove the plant from its old home. This might use some tools or a little bit of squeezing in order to gently remove that plant out. We don't want to damage the roots. Next, we gently place the plant into its new home. Next, we get some soil and add it around the base of our new plant. We'll need to gently tap it down, and we'll probably need to add more soil until it reaches almost to the top of our new pot. I'm showing you this process a little sped up. You want to take your time when you're putting the new plant in its new home and be super gentle with the stem and the leaves of the plant. Once my pot is filled, I add the label, so in the future I know which sort of pepper I have planted. My final step is to water my plant. I want to really get it wet and water it in. See how that water is flowing from the bottom? That's what I want to see. Once that's done, I add it to the tray with the other peppers I have transplanted. Let's review the whole process again. I started by putting a little bit of soil into my new pot. Then I add the plant that I've gently removed, and I add a little bit of soil on all sides. I'll secure the plant by gently pressing it down into its new home to make sure there's enough room for those roots to grow and it's securely in there. Once I've added all the soil I need, I add the label and then I give it some water. All right, you just saw the beginning. We have several more plants to get through. But once we repeat that process over and over again, I'll give my plants one more good water, and then I'll bring them back inside so they can continue to grow before I bring them outside. You can see here, I removed them back to their original window. I'm excited to watch them grow. Next time, we're gonna see if they've started to develop any flowers. I can't wait to see you then. Bye!